Mandy urging him forward. Popped a short run in there, but jumped up out of it. Heading towards 8, which was a bogey fence in the last round, but seems to be fine this round. And she's clear to date, eh? Good, and a lovely
nice
round. We
clear
get to
round.
watch her again.
So that's 4 in the jump off so far.
That was a
Right.
clear round for Mandy Tanner. Next we have Chantal Manning and Madison Davies.
Now, Madison Davies is a really hot little number. This is a classic
Classic
chestnut mare.
chestnut. Yeah, I must say, I do love a good chestnut mare.
Yeah, you
Or in
have.
fact, just chestnuts in general, it
Yes.
seems.
Yeah, both of Amy's horses are hot as Hades, I can tell you. And this little mare actually likes Chantal a lot. Feisty, sharp.
She doesn't look too big either.
No, she's not big at all. Often these little horses have such big hearts. And for me, that, I would rather have a little less talent and a good demeanor and a good heart
Yes.
than the most
I
talented
agree.
horse that doesn't want to jump, Coming down to the last couple of jumps, Madison Davies pricking her ears and springing out through the finish, giving us our 5th clear round. Right, next up we have Bitumen World's capital, Chicago. And Glennis Zeetzman, obviously from the capital stud in South Africa.
And that was a lovely fast round by Chance Manning. Next into the arena we have Glynis Seatsman on Bitumen World, capital Chicago.
Glennis has got quite a few capital horses. Loving riding again, I think, and doing a great job here. She's got a nice, good rhythm. Wheeling round, pricking his ears. Spotted. I love it when a horse locks onto a jump, it makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Wheeling around now to the last 2 jumps. Clear so far. And a lovely clear round there from Bitumen World's capital, Chicago. Next up is Tankwa and Stephanie Harris. Stephanie also rode many years ago as a junior.
That was a lovely clear round by Glynis Zeetzman. Next we have Stephanie Harris and Tanakwa.
Wasn't that long ago,
Tankwa.
but she's come back. So you see, this horse bug is terrible once it bites. This class actually sponsored by her dad, Brad Harris of Harris Auto.
Oh.
So thanks to Harris Auto for your generous sponsorship. I'm sure Dad's glad to be back in the game. I see there's a horse truck here from Bulawayo, and it amused me because it had painted on the side sponsored by Dad. So there's a lot of dads who feel like that, but please know we appreciate your support.
Yes, we do.
Now you must love your dad, eh?
Yeah, I don't know where I'd be without him.
And another lovely clear round. And a popular clear round. Next up is Mystery Mark and Kerry Downey. Nice to have Kerry back in the ring.
And that was a speedy clear round by Steph. Next we have Kerry Downey and Mystery Mark.
And Kerry's daughter just placed third in the previous class.
Yes, she did, hey? Nice to have that. Got a nice rhythm going here. Horse is happy. You can see again his ears moving, and as Kerry guides him and gives him instructions. Kerry. Shout from her daughter, go Mum.
So sweet.
And a lovely clear round.
And a fabulous
Next
clear
we
round there
have
from
Tia Van
Mystery
Bleur
Mark.
on Cornerstone Colesberg.
Right, this next horse up is an interesting one, Amy. This is Cornerstone's Colesberg and Thea Van Blurk. And for anyone interested out there, he, I believe, is by, well, there's Consuelo blood here. Consuelo was a top breeding stallion from Namibia who bred lots and lots of top horses that have competed South Africa. So, interesting cross this. Very sweet boy, bit of a tail flicker every now and then.
Yeah.
And Thea is besotted with him, absolutely adores him, and he's just perfect for Thea, and she loves him to bits, and he's just a real sweetheart, you know. Oh, there's the boogie fence.
I think that's the first one to knock number 8 in this class.
Yeah, you could be right, Ames. What a pity. But I think Thea will be quite pleased with that. You know, it's her first, she hasn't had him long, and very thrilled.
Yeah, she looks very happy.
Thea, one of the characters of our sport. She's happy, everyone knows, which is fabulous. A lovely girl, Thea. Next up, Bridget Steidolf, one of the few racing trainers left in Zimbabwe, riding Roman Descent.
And that was 4 penalties for Tia. And our next on the track is Bridget Steidolf and Roman Descent.
Bridget also competes in a lot of eventing, and she's represented Zimbabwe in Namibia, Zambia for eventing, in development sort of events that the FEI put on. We send teams down the Inter-Africa, I think it is called.
Oh, yes, I think you're right.
Yeah, the Inter-Africa Cup, which is one of the FEI sort of... FEI are very good to us here in Africa. We're jolly lucky to have their support. A lot of developmental programs going on, and got the ACES program as well, which is the African Confederation of Equestrian Sports. Also providing a lot of platforms for training and for all our young riders, which is brilliant. Bridget going really nicely and steadily here. So it's got quite a good jump as well. And
Yeah,
nice
it
to
does.
watch there. Clear for Roman Descent and Bridget Steidoff. Next up is Becky Chant riding Satara.
That was a lovely clear round by Bridget Steidoff. Our next competitor is Becky Chant on Satara.
It's a fairly new ride for Becky. The horse Satara, I think, was bred and is owned by Sandy Schwartz, who again one of the wonderful characters in our sport. Actually attended the Paralympics, correct, for dressage. Did very well.
Yeah, Sandy's a lovely lady. I know when I was still back in Zim, she used to help me for a bit with flat work, and she was so good. She taught me some really good things.
She knows her stuff. She's a really
Definitely.
wonderful person, and we adore Sandy. Thank you, Sandy, for being part of our federation and part of our sport. And Becky's just recently got the ride on Satara, and it seems to suit her.
Yeah.
Satara and Becky both kind of feisty.
I think an exciting partnership to watch for the future.
Yes, and Becky also one of our eventing riders. A wonderful supporter and organizer of eventing events. And a lovely clear on there from Satara and Becky Chant. Right, so next and last to go in these national champs.
That was a lovely clear round by Becky Chant. And here is our top qualifier for this 90 centimetre adult championships, Paula Dakin on Scotland Yard.
And it's Paula Dakin on Scotland Yard, and she's from Bulawayo. Paula also competed at the World Jumping Finals in Chile in 2009 and came back with a silver medal. So she did really well there. Paula coaches in Bulawayo.
I must say I didn't know that, but that's cool. That's so amazing.
Yeah, no, she did really well. She rode really well, and we made some good friends there that we still in comms with today. So Zimbabwe has a great, representation at international levels. You know, we've had Paula get a second. Charlie Crockart won the event in 2014, I think it was. Lots and lots of people have been and competed from Zim. What a pity. Classic, isn't it? Top qualifier, and you have a silly knock that you kick yourself for ages afterwards. I think, Amy, we've also brought back a medal from every single Youth Olympics. We brought back
I think you're right, Penny.
yeah. So we've done well on representing Zimbabwe, and in South Africa we have you and Charlie representing us at the highest level, and in England Ryan Walbridge, or England or Europe, I think he's riding. So we've produced some really good international riders.
And that is the end of the first round. We now go into the jump off of the adult ranked 90 centimeter championships, sponsored by Harris Auto. Our running order will be Tree of Wisdom, Valentine Singer; Diva, Teresa McDonald; Kai Kelly, Angela Arnott; Silverware, Mandy Tanner; Madison Davies, Chantal Manning; Bitumen World, Capital Chicago, Glenna Zietzman; Tatanqua, Stephanie Harris; Mystery Mark, Kerry Downey; Roman Descent, Bridget Steidoff; and finally Satara and Becky Chant.
Yeah, Amy, going back to
Our jump off course will be jump 4, 5, 6A and B, 7, 8, 9 and 13.
Right, going back to our just a little chat about our international sport. We also had a team at the All Africa Games in Morocco,
Yes.
which is the first time we have ever had show jumping, which was in Morocco, and there were 6 teams, and 3 teams were on their own horses, which was Morocco, Egypt and Tunisia, I think it was, and then Zim was the highest placed of those on borrowed horses. So to go somewhere, ride borrowed horses and do as well as we did, we've always performed well on the international platform, and I find it a great thing. I know you and Charlie are very proud to fly the Zim flag in South Africa, and as is Katie Lobsha and Ryan.
Our first rider is in.
We're very proud to be
And we are ready
Zimbabwean.
to go.
Yes, we are for
Valentine
sure.
Singer on Tree of Wisdom.
Right, our French rider, Tree of Wisdom, Valentine Singer. Yeah, I'm sure when he rides in Europe he goes really fast, but you see
Yes.
again using the start coming off the edge of the arena to number 1 to give him a better turn. 2, so if our riders are watching, they need to learn. You can learn an awful lot just by watching.
Oh,
And Tree of Wisdom just forgetting his front legs a bit there, but watching the lines that Valentine is taking. As I said, great to have these riders for people who don't see a lot of riding outside of Zim. And the minute he had the knock, he took the pressure off. But very, very nice to watch that round.
yeah, it was very smooth.
And next up we'll
That
have
was 4 penalties. Our next rider is Teresa McDonald on Diva.
right, Teresa once again with Diva. Let's see how she goes against the clock. I don't think Teresa will push her too much. She's still quite a baby in her mind. Again, coming off the fence. Rattled it, but it stayed there. Oof. Boogie fence. Across the angle there, that was a very good line from 8 to 9. Gives you a really easy turn back to the last. Right, just the 4 penalties there for Diva. Still no clear. Let's see if Ange Arnott and Kai Kelly can give us the first clear.
Ange doing all the inside turns so far.
Oh, good on you, Ange.
Oh. So just the one down for Ange.
Yeah, not bad at all.
No, I think that was actually a really nice round.
Let's see what Silverware and Mandy Tanner can do.
That was 4 penalties for Ange. Our next competitor is Mandy Tanner and Silverware.
Oh.
Oh, what a pity there. Right, and just the one down there, I think.
Yeah.
Still no clear. Let us see what Madison Davies and Chantal
That
Manning.
was 4 penalties for Mandy Tanner. Next up is Chantal Manning and Madison Davies.
How's it going? Oh, another one.
Another one.
At number 2. Tidy, sharp, quick. Just the one rail, man. Bad luck there. Chantal. Another 5 to give us a clear. I think Chicago could do this.
I think so too, Penny.
Here we go.
And that was 4 penalties for Chantal Manning. Next in the ring is Glennis Zeetzman and Bitumen World's Capital Chicago.
Thank you. Nice and tight. Glennis, an experienced rider. She's ridden the 130 classes on one of her other Capital horses. She's definitely going for it. Angled across here. This is fast.
Just the last jump.
And into the lead, obviously, the first clear.
Our first clear round of the class. Next competitor, Stephanie Harris on Tatanqua.
Well, we haven't got the time, but that was pretty fast. Let's see how. I think Steph could also move this up a little bit, or drag, put in an extra stride, dragged it with his back legs. Oh, again, a slight miscommunication there. Well stayed on. And another rail. Like I said, aims the nerves of the championship jump off. But a nicely kind of formulated line, except for the miscommunication, and well done there, Steph.
That was 8 penalties for Steph. Our next competitor is Kerry Downey and Mystery Mark.
Right, let's see what Kerry and Mystery Mark can do. Kerry also coaches. Saying to quicker to go around there because it wasn't going to turn. Settles him down. Well, she missed, yes. Ooh. She managed to miss it. Oh dear. More encouragement from her daughter on the far side of the arena, turning and galloping to the last. Just the 4 there again. So only 1 clear still. Then it'll be the fastest 4 falter. And next up we've got Roman Descent and Bridget Steidel. This could be very fast.
That was 4 penalties for Kerry. The bell has just gone for Bridget Steidel and Roman Descent.
And the wind blowing up again, so all the flags are flying. It can affect some horses. Bridget electing to go round, not take the shortest route. Erring on the side of caution, I think. Yeah, she wasn't going to have a head on with that little box in the middle there. Nice smooth round this is. Having a look at everything is Roman Descent. And heading for the finish and clear there for Bridget.
That was a great clear round. Our final competitor is Becky Chant and Satara.
Thank you. Right, last to go in this class, Satara, owned by Sandy Schwartz and ridden by
Becky Chant.
Becky Chant, yes.
Becky looks like she's giving it a bit of a go. Oh.
Yes, she was. And then we had a stop. Satara letting Becky down badly there.
Oh.
Shame, man. Never mind. Well done, Becky. Kate and her team moving out again to, this time there will be a course change for the 1 meter champs. And our grateful thanks once again to Harris Auto and Brad Harris for their very kind sponsorship of that class.